All right, we got a quick Top Thrill 2 update. As a lot of people know, on Friday, June 6th, right before Coaster Mania or during Coaster Mania, Top Thrill 2 was testing, and then they stopped the ride, and then it didn't open for the rest of the day. And now, 2 days later, it still has not opened, but pictures from people in the park are popping up online and showing that workers are climbing the spike, and there's cables and a lot of things pointing to the spike. Well, there's been some, I guess you can say, confirmation. And while this news isn't 100% confirmed, it does make a lot of sense. And what it looks like is we have a Fury 325 repeat on our hands for Top Thrill 2. Supposedly there's a large crack in one of the supports on the spike, and the maintenance team is working hard to go up there and weld this. And after that, they'll have to get the state to come back out and inspect it, and then it'll be back open. I mean, from this point on, you're probably looking at over a week, maybe 2 weeks. So the ride should be back up and going sooner than later, which is good news. But the bad news is that this ride just seems to be problematic. Now, on this channel, me and Milo were definitely two people that were not upset that they gave Zamperla a chance. We felt like you have to give coaster manufacturers a chance in order for them to move into a more upper echelon of of coaster building, and Intamin was given a chance, RMC was given a chance, so why not Zamperla? But unfortunately, it really looks like Zamperla could not do the job. Obviously, it going down because of issues that I'm not allowed to talk about, but I will say that last year there were two major problems found, one early on in the year, and that's what initially closed it. And then later on in the year, whenever they ended up saying that the ride will be down for the rest of the year, that was because of a problem that would be much harder and more timely to fix. So I will say that whenever Tony Clark did say that it's not going to be a summer-long thing, the information that was known at that time, it really shouldn't have been a summer-long thing. And then later on, they ended up finding this new problem. I maybe someday I'll get a chance to actually talk about it. But right now I'm asked not to speak about that stuff. But this information about the crack is now getting out there and becoming public, so I can freely talk about it without worrying about burning any bridges or making anyone upset or anything like that. But what that doesn't do, that doesn't explain why one of the trains has been off constantly. It seems like they've been rotating one train off and only operating with two at any given time. So obviously something is going on. I think they had the seat backs for the blue train on the silver train. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how it went, but they had the seat backs for one train on a different train. And it seems like they're just maybe Frankensteining some trains together to get things up and running. I don't know. I had high hopes for this ride and for the reliability and the longevity of this ride. But the fact is, the track and top hat are 22 years old. Cracking on tracks does happen on roller coasters, and you need to weld. But I do know that the cracking on the top hat happened a little bit more, frequently and faster last year. And that's why they added the dampers onto the bottom supports right below the top hat. So they were trying to keep the cracking to a minimum. But now a support cracking, track cracking, that's one thing that happens on rides and it gets fixed. But a support cracking isn't exactly normal. If anyone was familiar with the Fury incident, that sparked huge news and everything. Everyone was talking about the crack on Fury. But so anyway, quick video for you guys. Just wanted to get this information in case you didn't hear it. A lot of people may have already heard this, but the people that haven't heard it, get this information out to you guys and give my opinion. Ultimately, I think this ride, I don't know how long it lasts. I hate to say it, but I think that they're going to have to they're going to end up sinking just as much money into this ride as they did to Top Thrill Dragster. And the reason that they changed Top Thrill Dragster into Top Thrill 2 was in fact to save money on maintenance costs. It was just costing upwards of $1 million a year to keep that ride up and going. And now with all these issues going on, it's costly, and it's going to get back up there into a very expensive ride. So I don't know what they're going to do, if they want to like just cut their losses or keep investing. And like, if you have an old car and one thing goes and then you fix it, and then another thing goes and then you fix it, and next thing you know, you invested more than that old car is worth. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, a huge shout out to all our channel members. Thank you guys so much. Good news, bad news, I guess. Good news might be open soon. Bad news, I don't know the future of this ride. But let me hear it down in the comment section what you guys think is going to happen to this ride. So we'll see you guys next time right here on Beach Cliff Studios.